Hey Coretta, I want to go over your paper. I have some concerns here. So I want to explain my concerns and show them to you. And then what I would like for you to do is revise this based on my comments, because I want to make sure that you know how, that you understand the issues that I'm talking about in your paper and that you know how to fix them, or we won't be able to move on to Comp 2. So let me go through this with you, and then you can let me know what questions you have, and then you can come talk to me. So, being an American, we sometimes feel, F-E-E-L, not fell. You didn't fall down. So you feel like other countries should be like us. We don't mean anything by it. It's just our mindsets. That's two complete sentences, and so that's a run-on. Right here, your thesis. Their culture, the way they dress, how women are treated, and the way they live. Okay, so this part, not sure what you mean here. The culture, the way they dress. You have that group together. So I see-ish, like an A, B, and a C for a thesis, but it's not a complete sentence. So I'm not quite sure what you're saying there. Your topic sentence it needs to be strong enough so that everything underneath it can support it. The first thing I learned about our culture is how much we differ in our clothing from that of other countries. I witnessed that in Qatar, where we would wear shorts and tank tops when it got hot outside. However, in this country it was much different, and this is very short. It could have just used a lot more. So on that paragraph, let's come here. It's a big difference than seeing someone. And then right here, just like that big difference, I stuck out like a sore thumb. Just like that big difference, I'm not sure what that means, what you mean there. Very abrupt switch. You have second person. Your thesis up here, how women are treated, you're not indicating abuse until down here. And so again, topic sentence selection here, I would change that. And so the next difference that I noticed in our culture is that women are treated a lot differently in Qatar. In America, this, however, in Qatar, this happens. And then you're still focusing on their dress, which would tie in really with this paragraph about hiding their faces. So let's look at the grammatical issue of it now that we've talked about what's in this paragraph. So look, this is a really long and wordy sentence. If she wore one that covered her whole entire face, she was more than likely trying to hide the fact that she had black eyes. Just simplify that. As an American woman and how I was raised, I wanted to tell her, okay, you don't hey be. So we have that going on. You are putting this in a direct quote format, so you would need to put comma, direct quotes. This is all one long run-on sentence. You, which would be okay if you put them in direct quotes, and you're just being redundant. You say the same thing over. And so you're focusing really on the abuse here, but you could have focused more on the complete differences between the way women are treated there and given more examples. I've always been outspoken, one word, and say how I feel. Let's see. Women have to walk behind their husband and couldn't speak to him unless he allows it. This is another example, but then you just end with that. That's not a transition. So just ends abruptly and kind of all over the place. You say in Qatar, they're royalty and expect nothing but the best. Who? Everybody? So coming up here and the way they live, and that's just a little bit confusing. Those don't align. That might be the normal for some, but to me, this one is one of the biggest culture shocks. This might be normal for some, but to me, this one of the biggest culture shocks, grammatically incorrect. You say, I've never seen so many beautiful buildings. There's more than one. So it's like buildings, or is it royalty? Is it going back to the thesis of how they were treated? I'm not sure what the focus is here, but really this is a conclusion. You only have the two body paragraphs, so it almost is as if this is unfinished. If this is what you intend for a conclusion, you're not supposed to introduce new material. This royalty, it comes out of left field. The buildings comes out of left field. So after you read these comments, come and talk to me and let's see if you are noticing this. I'm also concerned because you miss a lot of class, and then all of the problems in this essay. I don't want to see you not be successful in this class, but we do need to work on some things, and you need to come a little bit more often. Let me help you. So come by, let me help you. If you want to revise this, you can come sit in my office and revise this with me, but let's try to get these things fixed, and let's go from there.